Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence, and today I have something surprisingly special for you. This cake is a golden syrup cake, and it is something that was actually born out of hardship, which goes to show, even in the hardest, the darkest of times, we Brits will always find a reason to make a good cake and sit down to have a nice cup of tea. So, as I show you how to make this cake, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Golden syrup cake. A cake invented to lift the spirits in one of the darkest periods in history, the Second World War. At that time, in the UK, sugar, eggs, butter, and many other modern day staples were rationed. But as you know, we Brits do often crave tea and cake, and so a recipe was called for by the government for a cake that would need few, if any, rationed ingredients. The result was what you can see on screen now, a humble but delicious cake that required few eggs, calling for margarine instead of butter, adopting golden syrup instead of sugar as the dominant sweetener. Eating this cake will put you in the shoes of the British men, women, and children who endured the war, thereby showing you how a simple cake was used to boost national morale and hope. So, for today's Brilliantly British golden syrup cake, you will need the following ingredients in front of me here. First of all, you will of course need some golden syrup. I've got a jar of Brilliantly British homemade golden syrup. If you can't get hold of it and don't know how to make it yet, then follow the link up there to learn how to make it yourselves. You will need some brown sugar, some salt, some cinnamon, ginger, margarine, some eggs, warm water, and some self-raising flour. If you can't get hold of self-raising flour, it's actually really simple and easy to make. In the description below, I'll explain how to make it. So that's it for the ingredients of the cake. But guys, hydration is really important. You need something to sip on whilst you bake. And so as a Brit, I recommend that drink ought to be a nice cup of hot tea. To start, begin to melt your margarine, then add your sugar before adding the star of this cake, the golden syrup. Continuously stir the mixture until the majority of the margarine has melted, and in tandem, crack an egg into a bowl of water, then homogenize the mixture, adding a pinch of salt, before adding the egg water mixture to your pot. Okay, we've prepared the wet elements of this golden syrup cake. Now, very simply, to prepare the dry ingredients, all you need to do is add your cinnamon and your ginger to your flour, mix that together, and that's it. Dry ingredients mixed together. And then prepare yourself for the next step. A common problem that occurs when mixing the wet components with the dry is that you end up with lumps in your batter. To avoid the occurrence of lumps when you're mixing both components of this batter together, you don't want to pour everything in the bowl at once. You want to add both components in bit by bit. And then as you add, you whisk, mix together, add more, whisk again, etc., as you can see now. And that will give you a beautifully silky, rich looking batter that'll be lump free. Oh, and at this point, switch on your oven and begin preheating it. Okay, I've made the batter. Now I'm going to gently pour it into my lined cake tin. The batter is now in my lined cake tin, so I'll see you when it's baked and ready. Guys, as you can see, this thing, when it's cooked, looks amazing. I would describe the smell of this cake to you, but I don't think my words will do it justice. Honestly, the aromas here are nothing short of amazing. Now, with that being said, without much further ado, there is one other thing left to do, of course, namely tasting. The preparation of this cake, I mean, it was really simple and easy. But look, I don't want to talk too much. You don't want to hear me talk too much. You really want to see how good this cake is. So I need a knife. I can already feel, just by cutting into it, how delicate this cake is. Honestly, oh, it's like cutting through butter. That is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so delicate and light in texture. We know this is amazing. I'm gonna tell you now how amazing this cake is. So, in we go. Oh. See how good it is? No, this cake is really, really, really good. Oh man, this is a dangerous cake in the wrong hands. That's all I can say. And now I think about it, we've got the spices coming through, the ginger, the cinnamon, the richness of the golden syrup. But at this time of the year when filming, it is summer, and honestly, I'm gonna try this with some ice cream. Okay, I'm back with ice cream at this time, and I also took the time to make myself a cheeky cup of tea. Tea without cake. I mean, it's got to be done. So, let's taste this golden syrup cake. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I'm speechless. This is amazing. Please, please, please make this cake. Thank you so much for allowing me to show you how resourceful us Brits are in the darkest of times. Evidence being this golden syrup cake. I know you liked this episode, so please don't hesitate to click the like button, subscribe to this channel, tell everyone you know about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and I will see you next time. My name is Lawrence. Nope, don't do that, don't touch your mic. I have something really special for you, something surprisingly special. Today, I have something extra special for... Stupid fly. Go away, get out my shot. This fly just wants some airtime. Passing the throat for... Did you like it? Okay, I'll do it again.